Welcome, mi gente, to That Wrestling Show podcast with your boy, Ginger Spice, and Weso the Magnificent, the brains behind the whole operation, the host, the brains, everything. He put this whole thing together. So, what do we got today, Weso?
We had a lot to cover today. Everything from Logan Paul to Seth Rollins on Raw. We got to follow up on Nick Nemeth at TNA, TKO with The Rock joining, Netflix on WWE. Let's get to it, man.
Alrighty, man.
I think the biggest news is WWE coming on Netflix.
Absolutely. The whole thing. Waking up this morning, I saw that. I was like, it's just like a meme, like a joke or something like that. Because I would assume that everybody in the business world wanted that. Everybody's looking for live stuff now. You go on HBO, you could get live CNN, you get live football games and stuff like that. Amazon, I expected it to go to Amazon. But hey, man, I'm happy either way because everyone's cutting the cord. You know what I mean?
Everyone's cutting the cord, and that was my thought too. Is everyone is especially with the writers' strike that happened a couple years, like last year. Everyone's probably looking for that content that once a week you get 3 hours a week, no live content all day, every day. I think it's gonna be big for them. They finally get away from the whole old school rating system. Nobody watches live TV anymore. At least I don't. I don't remember last time I watched Raw live. So to be able to watch this and not have to, WWE doesn't have to worry about those rating wars anymore. Don't have to worry about what their shares are anymore. They'll be able to actually have the more creative freedom to try to push the limit a little bit more, experiment a little bit more without having to worry about advertisers getting pissed because they didn't hit a 3 share that week.
Well, there's still going to be advertisers. It'd be interesting to see if it's just straight through or what type of advertiser. Are they scrolling through?
That's the thing I was wondering too, because I don't know does Netflix have live stuff? I guess they do because I saw they do NFL, right?
That's what I heard. I have cut the cord on Netflix a while back. I like to do. I rotate through the services, and no, it's not that because I'm retired, man, and I have so much time, right? And if I just have all these scrolling ones
all day.
I get lost in the scrolling. I don't even end up watching anything. You know what I mean? I just what's next? What's behind the corner? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So I rotate them through as new shows come out. You know what I mean? Because if not, I'll drive myself crazy.
Now that it's on Netflix, no PG rating or nothing. You think Mandy Rose is gonna come back and start OnlyFans and on Raw?
They're not good. It's still a family business. They make their money off of toys, not off of live shows. You know what I mean?
Family business. TKO ain't a family business though.
Yeah, but WWE still is.
As of today, but I'm saying you go.
I don't think that they're gonna go hard.
No ratings. You can do whatever you want. You can curse. You can just have as much blood as you want on there. You don't think they're gonna push the limit?
I honestly don't believe that any of the women in the WWE right now would subject themselves to that type of stuff.
I was a little exaggerating with showing titties and stuff, but you don't think they're gonna push the envelope a little bit with blood and cursing and a little bit more edgy products?
Yeah, that it's different. You know what I mean? But in regards to puppies, you know what I mean? I don't think that's coming back. Sable with the handprints ain't coming back.
No gravy matches.
I don't think they would subject themselves to that. You know what I mean?
You say
don't
that,
get no disrespect to the woman that did it in the Attitude Era and everything. They paid their dues. We all enjoyed it and this and whatever, but it's a different era now. You know what I mean?
So money talks, man. You're always going to find some bra that has no problem getting butt ass naked. Not
anybody on the current roster.
You don't think so?
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see fucking Bailey in the TNA match. She got plenty of cake, but that's not what we're talking about here. You know what I mean?
It's 2024 anyways. I'm supposed to be respectful and stuff now.
I try to be, you know what I mean? Hey, man, I got a little girl, you got an even littler girl.
Yeah. The days of being a creeper over.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, unless they're my age, and that's a different story.
I'm excited for them on Netflix, though. I think it's going to completely change the game, man. I mean,
absolutely. I think they're going to get even better. I think more people are just going to be like, what the hell? It's something live.
Let me watch this.
But again,
I haven't watched it forever. Let me watch this. Because it's true. Everyone's cutting the cord. No one really has cable anymore. So the only way right now you can catch it on is with cable, really. I mean, unless you have bunny ears.
Yeah. I thought, is that a thing? I could still get some bunny ears and cash it on USA?
I think they, this must have been like 10 years ago when they got rid of the bunny ears and they went some kind of digital box you can get, I think. Still.
Right.
Not the actual bunny ears.
Well, hold on. I wanted to start this tradition. Crack one open for the working people. You know what I mean?
What is that, pirate seltzer?
It's Pirate water. It's alcoholic, but it's just one. I figured, you know what? Let me have one for the drink for the show. You know, look at how nice and red it is.
Look at that. What flavor is that?
I don't know. Probably fruit punch.
Fruit punch seltzer.
Miami
alcohol?
Vice Pirate water, 10%.
Damn.
If I'm only gonna have one, I might as well, right?
That's true. I had a couple downstairs at the bar.
Salud. So another part that was interesting in regards, I was listening to I was watching The Rock and stuff when he was on some new business, Fox Business or something like that this morning, and how CW NXT is going on to CW, and it's going to be on the CW app also.
I thought TNA was on the CW. Is that what I saw? No,
NWA is going to be on the CW too, which is, you know, the whole Billy Corgan Smashing Pumpkins, you know, wrestling thing, which I haven't watched, but hey, you know, we just saw EC3 in Old Town Kissimmee, you know what I mean? And he's at the NWA champion, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I know they're trying to build.
Really interested in picking that up and watching it.
Yeah, I saw a couple shows. I mean, I was watching it for a little bit when they were on YouTube, and then COVID happened and it just kind of threw them off for a loop. But I did see that they're trying to like bring back the whole NWA territory days. I know EC3 was supposed to be over like Ohio or something, and then you know they started doing stuff with CCW in Florida, which I think is a good idea. I mean, you have all these small independent promotions around the country. Why not like start grouping them back together like the NWA was?
Yeah, you know what I mean? OVW and stuff. And if you don't need the TV rights and deal with all that business contracts, stream it. Everything's on an app. Everybody's looking for content.
Absolutely.
As you've said, content is king.
Content is king right now.
This is all to build the digital world when we all plug into the Matrix.
When is NXT going on CW?
I don't know. They didn't say that exactly on the interview.
It's coming out on there?
But it's going to be on the CW TV channel and on the app.
This is going to be a horrible question, but what are they on now? Because I don't even watch NXT.
USA.
Are they in USA?
Yeah.
We got to start going.
My
wife's homegirl works at Full Sail. She can get us free tickets.
Well, let's try to get some tickets, because if now we got to go in there and wait. I mean, I could wait. I can.
When I get hooked up, why not? Why would I wait? And they're really down the street from my house.
Yeah, exactly.
What else did you see? You saw The Rock too, right? Didn't you say he's not wrestling now? He announced it at WrestleMania?
No, he didn't announce it. What he said was that if I wrestled Roman, you know what I mean, for that whole head of the table thing, that he wants it to be a long story, you know what I mean? And as a writer and producer and blah, 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 I just don't see 2-month buildup between here and WrestleMania, 2-3 months, to be the length of a story. Yeah. Especially compared to what he did to John Cena, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That long 2-year story. So I don't see it happening this year.
So then who's Roman going to face then in WrestleMania, you think?
Brock
Lesnar.
I hope not. God, no.
He did that already. So you know they're just probably going to have him face scrub so he can, you know, go on and break Hulk Hogan's record.
And you know, the problem is now is that I see is that with The Rock is literally he's in the table now in the big world, right? He's part of a director's board, and it's just like to just slot yourself in right into the first WrestleMania. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I know it's money.
Yeah, but that's what happens with your name, man. When you work your ass off, you build yourself up a name like that. I know people hate like, damn, he's gonna come in and steal my spot, but he built a name for himself. He got himself to the point.
I mean, he's bringing food to the table that everybody's going to eat. So,
yeah, like CM Punk is doing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it. I just don't want to see CM Punk leave as champ.
Oh, he's going to leave as champ.
No, Cody's leaving as champ.
So what, they're pushing CM Punk, Rhodes, Seth Rollins, 3-way?
Listen, you don't see that they're all on SmackDown, and that's the big story for Royal Rumble. It's going to be one of those two people. Yeah, they're going to give the people what they want. They're not going to throw us for a loop. And all the SmackDown stars are in the triple threat.
Yeah, but you can't have 3 bad guys face each other, or 3 good guys face each other, man. If Cody wins, it's not going to be as big of a deal because people love Punk and people love Seth Rollins.
Is Punk still a face?
Everyone was
Punk can easily be turned into
Nah, last night people were going crazy for him on Raw.
That's what CM Punk has the ability to turn people against him in like 5 seconds.
He could, but why would you? He's a big name right now.
to be the bad guy to go into SummerSlam and then win it at SummerSlam and then take it all the way to the next WrestleMania.
What do you mean?
Yes, right now I bet Rollins is going to have to be protected. You know what I mean?
He's got to lose the belt.
He's going to have to lose the belt. They say that it's a 3 to 4 month surgery, but they didn't say if he's going to do it. So I'm assuming that he's going to wait till after. They're going to protect him in a 3-way. And I think Cody goes over and Punk goes over in SummerSlam.
Yeah, but see, Cody beating Punk and Seth Rollins, to me, it's not a huge win for him. You know what I mean? To me, it's not. Everyone knows Seth Rollins is hurt, and on top of that, it's a 3-way. So already right there, you have that fuckery of a 3-way that kind of diminishes the fact of him winning. It's not like if he beat Roman. If he beat Roman, it's a way bigger win than if he beat Seth Rollins.
Right, and that's the thing. You beat Roman. Is The Rock going to beat Roman?
He wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have him beat Roman.
Right. So then he's going to be like the head honcho of everything and take a loss. Now, here's the way I look at it. I think every great superstar needs one last title run.
You think Rock needs one last title run?
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Didn't his last match?
No.
Isn't his last match? Didn't he have his intestines pop out of his skin or some shit like that? He had some crazy injury.
He tore his he had a hernia, abdominal hernia, and he had 2 hernias.
He's 10 years older. You don't think that's gonna happen again?
Well, that's the whole point, right?
He's in his 50s, right?
I think he's 51 right now.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I get it, and he's making money, but they say that The Rock has 4 movies that he's recording this year or filming.
So it's all for next year then.
You see what I mean? So it's just a big start of the story. And I don't think that it matters to the Cody Rhodes story what championship it is, as long as it's a championship. Last year, there was
no. To me,
last year, I think that they're just going to give him one of the world champ that's faced champ, you know what I mean, for Raw, and call it a day with that story and move on.
Yeah, but it's not the same though. Dusty wasn't
still a championship. It's still a world championship that nobody had in his family.
That's second tier though.
You're going to say that Seth Rollins is second tier?
You want to admit it or not, it's a second tier title. Universal Championship is number 1.
Just a new title, man.
Nah, it's second tier.
Listen, I hate the dual championships. I think it's dumb. I think there should only be one, and he should be there for both fucking shows. You know what I mean? If he's not going to wrestle every month, I accept that he doesn't wrestle every month. I believe that the champ should maybe wrestle every other month, with every other month being a number 1 contenders match.
You want to have a fighting champ like Seth? That's why he's all broken down now.
Well, he's the people's champ, yo.
Silliness. Now he's hurt. Now he's about to be out for 6 months. Fighting champion.
Come back better than ever. I mean, you know what?
I'd rather have a real champion like Roman Reigns
that comes 4 times a month. Yo, people just like to sing along. Don't get me wrong. I also like to fucking throw up my ones. I like to say LA Night, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. But, that's just lullabies. You know what I mean?
No,
Seth Rollins is the fucking champ. He's the champ that people want, the champ that people need. But he put his body through it all, and we respect him, and we admire him for it.
That's why
he's the champ.
Almost.
For a retarded-ass match, too, we got to say. Totally unnecessary fucking match.
What do you mean? Jinder's not worthy?
Edged on by Tony Khan.
It should have been Hook. Silliness.
Oh, Hook looks like me when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I still don't think so. I mean, I don't see how that's still gonna be a big deal, that triple threat. I mean, it'd be cool to see, but I don't think he's gonna Cody's not gonna be able to get that big of a reaction winning if he beats CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Those guys are too loved.
I think they're going to get it over. CM Punk is going to turn heel in no time. That's what he likes to be. That's what the people expect. The question is he so loved that no matter what he does, no one's going to boo him.
Unless he screws over Rhodes at WrestleMania, and then they have the SummerSlam match.
That's the other question. Does the story need to end at WrestleMania?
I think it needs. It's about time. It should have ended last year.
Well, that's when The Rock was supposed to come through last year, right?
He's on. Was his 3rd year in the WWE again, right?
Who?
Cody
as champ. Yeah,
no, just as
Cody is
his 3rd year, right?
Yeah, it's his 3rd year back.
Yeah, and he still hasn't done shit.
And his second full year because of his injury.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, we've been hearing about this story for 3 years. At some point, it's like either finish it or don't.
Tiene que terminarlo, you know what I mean? Pero toda la gente tiene una historia, you know, everyone has a fucking story. So what are you supposed to do? What about Drew McIntyre's story?
Yeah, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about your homeboy.
Sad.
I like how he's hating on Damian, though, keeping Damian from cashing in.
Damian walks out of WrestleMania, the champ. That would be the best.
He should.
What really should happen?
If we have Cody win and then CM Punk hits him or something, and then Damian comes in and cashes in.
No. As a fanboy, this is what I want, okay? Seth Rollins beats the shit out of fucking both of those two fools at WrestleMania, comes out, and then Damian Priest does the same thing that Seth Rollins did to Roman and cashes in at Mania. And then just writes him off the show. And that's it.
I can see CM Punk costing Cody, though. Or Cody wins and then CM Punk costs him the cash in. That way you set up Cody, CM Punk at SummerSlam.
Well, Senor Money in the Bank needs to win. Walk out champ. I would just, you know what I mean? Eso pone la gente over, man. Dale. Okay, the island would erupt.
They would. But he needs to do something about that fucking hair. His hair is horrible.
What's he gonna do? If he does anything with that hair, he's gonna have to do like a crew cut. What are they gonna do? The military cut?
He doesn't have real hair, though. I'm saying he must have real hair and all that weave.
I don't know, not a lot.
Because
he probably got like that Bad Bunny fro, you know what I mean? That little
horrible. Like on Raw, you can see like when he had it, it just looks like fake ass hair. Like, what are you doing?
Because it is, man. It's synthetic.
It's not even that good hair, though. It's not even that good fake hair. It's all shiny and shit. Looks all plastic. Come on, Damian.
It is. It's synthetic.
Horrible. What do you think about the judge? So I love the Judgment Day, and I'm on the fence with the whole comedy aspect of it with R-Truth. Like, I'm split, man. Like, to me, Judgment Day is a badass group whooping everybody's ass, not like involved into this comedy shit, you know?
Well, I mean, R-Truth is just gold, man.
He is, but like,
I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. If R-Truth is there, he's got the Midas touch in my book.
I mean, trust me, it's hilarious. His segments are hilarious, but again, you're making a joke out of this group that's supposed to be some badass group.
Eventually, they're going to slaughter him. This is just to have a story between him and that short kid. What is his name? The question is that on that point, because I was just thinking earlier when we were talking about Damian Priest, if he cashes in. If Damian Priest cashes in, how much longer does the Judgment Day stay around?
They should stay around. They should be using Judgment Day as his like chicken shit heel group to keep him in.
Yeah, I would like to see that too, but you know, Finn Balor got to chase.
Have to have them battle it out for sure. That'll be the breakup of them is them battling it out.
Yeah. So the question is, how longer does it stay?
As long as you keep it rocking until it starts getting boring and stale. Because poor Finn, bro, he got fucked worse.
Right?
Finn got fucked worse than Drew McIntyre when Drew won during COVID.
That first Universal title. Yeah. I don't know, man. He still won in front of a crowd. At least he got that adrenaline rush and then lost it.
Yeah, but 24 hours.
Drew McIntyre was just straight silence.
It's got to be horrible.
Bing. You know what I mean?
And new champion.
Yeah, I did this for you guys. That's my champion, Drew McIntyre, man.
Get him away from that bitch ass stuff, though. I need old Scottish fucking badass warrior back.
That's the thing. Like they feel like they might have been played out. I don't know, man.
I don't like this.
Drew McIntyre's contract is coming up too. If it's not up already.
Think he's leaving?
You think he's gonna leave?
Nah, where's he gonna go? WWE's number one, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. AEW
and get lost in the shuffle.
That's the problem, right?
It's not the big leagues.
He already did all the minors. Why would you go back to the minors?
Exactly.
This ain't Eastbound and Down.
That's what got me about Nick Nemeth's first promo back in TNA.
Oh my God, you saw that?
Him saying, I'm scared to be here, scared that I won't do something big outside of WWE. I'm like, WWE's way bigger than everything. If you can succeed,
that was terrible.
He should be coming.
That was really bad.
My dick is huge. I'm better than all y'all fuckers. All y'all suck. I'm about to show y'all I'm better than all y'all. He's a show off. Show off doesn't come in saying he's scared to prove that he's worth something. Like, come on.
No, now it's the most wanted man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how are you the most wanted if you're telling everyone you're scared to be outside of WWE?
I thought it was a terrible promo, and the person that came out was the champion, I guess.
Macklin.
Or whoever.
I think Macklin shit on Nemeth more than Nemeth did.
Yeah, but both of them, I was thinking about this going back to the conversation we had last week about just like how we pretty much only watch WWE.
Yep.
And so then I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it a point to watch every clip that I can on YouTube, current, everything that comes up this week. You know what I mean? To be ready for this show and whatnot. And it's just like the production value or the camera or something. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just hard to even want to watch it because it just looks so bad.
Man. You can't compare a $1 billion company and Tony Khan with all his money to TNA.
No, but even AEW still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's besides the point.
But I mean, filming wrestling's gonna be hard because there's nothing like it. I mean, you're recording live action, and it's not like the NFL where you're like, you know what I mean? Like you film the quarterback when he throws it, you follow the ball. So whoever the wrestling's so different. Like you have to know what's going on in every match, so you have to know every spot, so you know where to film at every spot, kind of deal. Like it's got to be super hard to be able to keep track of all those cuts and stuff. And WWE's the only place that for the last how many years have had people that do that on a weekly basis. So
that's the thing. I'm wondering if like WWE, they just had people that have been doing this for years, and then maybe there's a higher turnover rate in these other companies. And then once you get somebody that actually does something good, they move on to Hollywood or something.
Well, I don't think it's such a high turnover rate. I just think it's all the best people in WWE. Let's be honest. I mean, that's everyone's goal is to get to the major leagues. Same thing with any sound guy or grip or whatever the fucking pyrotechnic guy. I mean, they eventually want to work for WWE, I would imagine. I mean, sure, AEW is a place now because they got so much money, but
poor AEW. So
they'll get there. It's got to stop looking at what WWE's doing and worry about themselves. WWE's been around for 50, 60, 70 years. Like they got the shit nailed down. Like they need to carve out their own niche and stop worrying about what other people are doing.
Absolutely. I was thinking about AEW and the whole Tony Khan thing, listening to another podcast and they were talking about it. And I just thought to myself, I was like, thinking about something like Eric Bischoff said, like, you should never mention the other people. Or, you know what I mean? Don't even, if you are the owner of a company, you should never, you know what I mean? Ever talk about the competition.
I mean, I don't mind that.
Let alone talk about just a talent in that competition. You know what I mean? It's one thing to try to talk shit about Triple H.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't mind when they bring up like your past history. Like it's stupid to ignore like a Rusev that comes over and you just ignore his whole career. But like,
they should totally.
I think the shooting shots at each other is stupid. Oh, look at our ratings, look at theirs is stupid. Like, it's stupid to constantly compare yourself to a product that's been around way fucking longer than what you've been doing.
But to recognize other companies, that's definitely something they should be doing. For example, Okada. Okada seems to be all the news. His New Japan wrestling contract is coming up, and everybody's gunning for him. You know what I mean? Here's the deal. I've heard this name for years. I have no idea who he is, really. You know what I mean? I think he's Kenny Omega's bestie. He's the current champ, blah, 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 blah. But I hear the name. I know the name. I've been looking forward to watching him when he finally arrives. Where did he go? AEW, WWE? I don't know. But you know the name,
Yeah. No, he's going to WWE. He's done everything in AEW already. He's faced all those guys.
Yeah, the same thing. Like, I didn't know who Finn Balor was. I didn't know who Shinsuke was. But as soon as I knew that they were out there and the WWE was interested in him, I said, these people have to be something good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they come and bring him in well.
So what do you think if they bring Okada into WWE, you think Shinsuke's going to be fucked?
I don't think
they're different though. Like I know you don't really
know what I mean?
Okada, but they're different. I mean, Okada's like a pretty boy, kind of.
Yeah, I think their styles are very different. You know what I mean?
But he's definitely going to WWE. He's done everything in AEW already.
Nakamura is that sly synthwave cyberpunk Akira Blade Runner wrestler. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Okada is basically a superhero.
Yeah. Man, no, it's true. The Rainmaker.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna have way more better matches with WWE than in AEW. I mean, him and Rollins would be dope. Him and Nakamura would be dope. Him and Balor.
Well, the thing is with Kenny Omega, injured or
He's
with
done.
diverticulitis is what he has right now.
He's done.
Before that, they were saying he had all these back injuries and this and whatever, and that he was done then. Who knows? But
no, because
if your best friend isn't working in the company, why are you going to go?
After his last injury, he basically came out and said, "This is a wrap, man," because he went through 9 months of what's it called, rehab, and rehab's the fucking worst thing in the world. Like to go through that, he's like, and dude's almost our age, so I know his last one.
Yeah,
I can't go through this shit again. It's probably my last wrap, and they're saying now like they don't even know how long he's gonna be out for. They say he's gotta wait months just to see what happens with his gut to see if they even could do surgery on him.
Yeah, I think they said they're gonna wait about 7 weeks to see if he could do a gut heal naturally.
Yeah.
Or how his body's responding to natural ways, and then go from there, right?
Yeah.
Same thing Brock Lesnar had, right?
And they said they cut out like 6 feet of his intestines.
Yeah, you have like 30 feet or something like that.
Yeah. But that's wild, Brock Lesnar was eating all that damn red meat, though. Omega don't look like he's eating all that. Omega, you see him drinking milk and shit. You just start drinking.
I have no idea what would be the reason, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get it. Genetic defect, right?
I guess so. Genetic defect. Oh, it's true. That's what happens to them. It's got to be something with their diet, I would assume. Maybe all that nasty shit, like your body not being able to break down some of that stuff, I assume. I ain't no fucking doctor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would think, right? It's your gut. If they're not moving, you're eating a shit ton of meat, like Brock Lesnar. But who knows, Yeah. My wife ain't here to come and educate me about the medical issues. That's why I sent her to school, nursing school.
Bro, I saw Hulk Hogan on Raw talking about, brother, I might have one last run in me, brother, for
Cuando? Donde?
For Rumble. I was like, fuck no, please not bring his old tired ass out.
Mira, chico, I just watched a live cop video of his son getting arrested. Like the camera on their chest or whatever.
Again, brother.
Yeah, I mean, that was in November. It was November of last year, 2023, right? I had the day, I think it was November 23rd. And Hulk Hogan came to try to, he wasn't like trying to like whatever with the cops, but he was like, oh, I'm here. Let me get the stuff. I got to take, his son had two ladies in the car. And so I got to take him home, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, that man was using a walking stick like I do when my back acts up from the war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ese cabrón no tiene que estar en el ring para nada del mundo. Nothing in the world. You know what I mean? Because I heard Jimmy Hart saying like, oh, he might have one. Yo, that guy takes one bump. He's going to be.
He's done.
Yeah, quadriplegic, yo.
But that's what he said on Raw.
He got the shotgun and put him out in the middle of the ring.
Get my one more surprise entrance, brother.
And unlike some people I know, I am a Hulk Hogan fan. You know what I mean?
You don't want to see his old tired ass out on the Rumble.
No, of course not. Listen, as someone that has serious back injury, I could feel for the man. I've seen his back. They've shown him when it's all like lifted from the scars and different shit he's tried to deal with that pain through the years. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel for that. You know what I mean? Because I deal with a pain due to shrapnel every day.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh man, those scars when I see his back, like, no, thank you. All because of the leg drop, he says.
The leg drop. That's true, man. You imagine jumping on your ass 300 nights in a year. Just gotta fucking.
I see all these a lot of current wrestlers using that leg drop like as their finisher, and I'm like, God bless you. Godspeed.
Yeah, but not 300 pounds though.
That's a lot of meat. I do gotta block him out.
It's been so long. They had me in black and mild. I can't believe we even talked about Karrion Kross last week.
Hold on, black and mild, jazz wood tip, baby. A little something sweet for the fucking kids.
I guess. So what do you think about Karrion Kross's new group? He got some Rican in him.
He does. I think he was. Does he actually have Rican in him, or was he just born there?
I don't know. I thought I saw he was of this Puerto Rican descent or some shit. I
think he's Puerto Rican descent because I think he was born there, but I think he's like Venezuelan or something like that, or Costa Rican, and his like grandfather went there.
Came over.
Something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if he's his parents aren't Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? So if he's Puerto Rican by being born there, it's my understanding.
But I think he's. I'm
But
surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't done anything. I mean, the guy's got a good look. He's good on the mic. Decent in the ring. He's a
he got a
natural
good look
kid.
now that he grew his hair out.
Yeah, and I don't understand how he's never had an opportunity, really. I mean, but now I like it now with the power, or not the powers of pain. No, it's fucking for Lord and this guy, Authors of Pain, and Paul Hellering.
Mm-hmm.
I like. I mean,
well,
I
the
like
thing is, with before was that Vince, you know what I mean? Everybody will come up from fucking NXT, and then they would completely change their gimmick.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't watch NXT, you at least follow it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to watch everything, but you follow everything. You know what I mean? With Instagram, with all social media, you like and subscribe, follow. That thing will come up on your feed, and you know what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? It ain't like the 90s when we had to wait for Pro Wrestling Feed or something, you know, with the magazine. So that's that, you know what I mean? But he comes and changes everybody's gimmick. It was terrible. It was terrible for a lot of the NXT call-ups.
Yeah, but some of them are like, no disrespect, but like DIY, I don't get it at all. Ciampa and the other guy, I don't get that. And neither his wife, Candice LeRae, and the other one. I just don't get it. I mean,
I don't get that. I don't really get either one of them as wrestlers.
I just don't get them. I just don't. I mean, there's just, you know, I think the problem is too is they're big in NXT, and that you kind of, I guess you're really trying to assume you would know how big they were and you know their whole story. So when you bring them over to the main roster, I mean, there is some of that, you know who they are, but like, I don't know their whole history of those 3-4 together. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I mean, no disrespect to them, but they just don't, like, Gargano doesn't scream at me like, I gotta watch this guy.
That's the thing. They look good in the NXT arena because it's small. Yeah. You put them in 20,000 people and they look small.
Yeah.
Why I'm not a WWE superstar. That and many, many other reasons.
You don't like on the top ropes either. Have you noticed the changes in videos now?
What do you mean?
Like
in the promo angles?
Yeah, like they had homegirls at the club, and then Chelsea Green and Nevin went to go confront them at the club.
A little bit more of that old school stuff that Triple H used to always go out and do things at the bar, and
I like it because it kind of gives
Stone Cold at the supermarket.
Store. Yeah, but I like it because it kind of gives a different feel to these guys, like a different dimension to the character, seeing them outside of a ring or in the background, you know, in the backstage area. You know, put them in a different element, gives a more realistic look to them, I guess.
So what's nice about that, when you look at it from behind the scenes things, is that they're committing to stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of just, you always hear the things about Vince McMahon, last minute
rewrite,
script change. You know what I mean? And they're committing to long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I agree. What do you think about the new women's tag champs?
Who are even? I don't even know who they are right now.
Kaden Carter and
Tracy Canardo. No.
What was that? You just made something up.
No, Carnado or something like that. Your last name?
Tracy the Lala. You just made some shit.
Carnado.
Kaden Carter and someone.
Look it up. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Katana Chance.
Why is this not telling me?
I just told you.
Who?
Katana Chance.
Katana
Chance.
Chance. Yeah, her. Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah.
She's the first woman to finish the Ninja Warrior course.
Was she?
I think she's the only woman to ever do it.
I like them, but I don't like I think they're trying to push that EDM stuff way too much. There was it was not last week, 2 weeks ago maybe. I think when they first won, they cut to Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett's explaining to Michael Cole what EDM is, and I'm like, how horrible is that? Like, the worst thing you can do is try to explain to someone why something is cool. Like, that's automatically, I'm like, this shit is lame as hell. How are you gonna explain to Michael Cole what EDM is? Why you say, Michael, EDM is just festival? I'm like, come on, bro. You sound so corny right now. You never explain that shit to people. Either they know or they don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, too bad. Can't roll the reel back on that. We're live, pal. can't expect Michael Cole is probably pushing 60, right?
That's what I'm saying. And Wade Barrett's in his 40s. You have a 40-something-year-old guy explaining to a 60-year-old guy why these 20-year-old girls are cool because EDM is cool. And it's like, bro, you do not sound cool at all talking like this. Like, you make them sound fucking even you make them sound even lamer by bringing that shit up. Imagine two old white dudes talking about hip hop. Oh, Drake got this album and you don't understand because you just sound terrible.
It's like those videos of like the old white lady teaching people how to dance hip hop back in the day. And this is
that's
why
exactly what it reminds me of. You just make yourself seem way worse than what it really is.
And that is the hip in the hop.
What do you think about Trinity? She's gonna be at the Rumble, right?
Well, I guess so. You know what I mean? A lot of reports are saying that her commitment to the TNA ends right before, like the day before or not. So we'll see what happens, And
she lives in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. And it's right down the road, right? Remember, she won the championship here in Orlando for that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She lost the championship because she had a little injury. They stripped her, and then she came back.
Monet's on her way to the Rumble, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Because who's Bayley? They don't have a match for WrestleMania yet. Bayley doesn't, right? Isn't she trying to go after the world title? Women's title?
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone is right now. There's really no word on the women's anyway at all. Like, it's sad that it's already a foregone conclusion that it's going to be 2 male main events. I believe if you're going to have 2 nights now, you should have 1 and 1. Yeah,
but who's going to be? Rhea and Nia Jax? Like, who the fuck wants to see that?
Nia Jax is not going to fucking
but that's who they're win the Royal Rumble. Yeah, but that's who they're pushing for Rhea to face right now. Like, every week, that's what they
talk about. Not at Royal Rumble. I mean, not at WrestleMania.
Where are they facing the Royal Rumble?
I don't know when, but there's no way that Nia Jax is having a women's championship match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. No way.
That's what they keep talking about. And they keep talking about Becky's going to face who's the other one? I'm fucking horrible, bro. I'm like going too many tequilas at the bar, bro. Let's see what the card looks like.
What are we talking about right now? The Royal Rumble?
Yeah, the Royal Rumble. So who's Rhea facing at the Royal Rumble? Nobody, right?
Okay, I was talking about WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I'm saying we got to go across to. Well, that's what I'm talking about first. But there's got to be because they're pushing for Rhea, right? And they're not facing at the Royal Rumble. So they're talking
maybe they're going to wrestle
at
the Elimination Chamber
and face homegirl Rhea.
Nia Jax is not winning the Royal Rumble.
Who's going to win then?
No way. That's a much bigger and better match.
And who is she face?
Nia Jax cannot hold up a WrestleMania match.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said it should be 1 and 1, a dude and a female. Who's a big enough show? You think Sasha Banks?
Oh no, it would definitely be Rhea Ripley that finishes the first night.
Yeah, but against who though? Who's a big enough name?
It would have to be Becky. Becky's the only big name.
But isn't Becky shooting for the other homegirl? Oh no, actually, she's going for Rhea, right?
Yeah, just the other day, last week on Raw.
Yeah, last week on Raw, she confronted her.
Yeah.
So what about Io?
She's the SmackDown champion right now, right?
Who's she gonna face then? Bianca?
No. Where is Bianca?
Too early for speculation.
Yeah, it's way too early.
She was out for a while. I think she just came back. She got that show.
Oh. It's just it's going to be men main eventing both nights. It's really it's the story, right? It's about the story.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. I don't think anyone's as big as Rhea right now in the women's division.
Yeah, not even Becky Lynch. She's just the closest.
I don't think so either. I think Becky Lynch is just another broad right now because she hasn't done anything in a while.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So does the story deserve a main event? Absolutely not.
No.
I'd have to say that. The only 2 stories that deserve a main event are the Bloodline and Rollins.
Yeah, because you can't be big enough story in a month and a half.
No, absolutely not.
You know
what I mean? The thing with Becky that made that whole WrestleMania with Ronda and Charlotte was, you had a perfect storm. Ronda,
yep,
Becky breaking her nose, you know what I mean? And Charlotte being Charlotte.
Yeah. So I don't think Becky has the same star power she used to.
Not now, no.
No. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with them then.
Well, they'll be on the card somewhere. Maybe they start off a day. You either want to be first or last, right?
That's true. Not be Bailey and Monet versus Kate and the other girl for the tag team titles.
Bailey and Monet. You think she's gonna come back with Monet, not Sasha Banks again?
I think what's gonna happen is Bailey's gonna blow it. They're gonna fucking turn on her, and then she's gonna bring Becky or Sasha back as her backup. Because they're already kind of pushing towards booting her out anyways, and they're trying to make it seem like, all right,
I've noticed that.
You gotta like win this. You gotta win this old ass hoe because like she's the oldest one. Like they're all in what, in their 20s. I mean, I think Asuka's probably older too, but they present Asuka like she's younger.
Asuka's probably the oldest one. She's probably got the most experience.
Yeah. So we just seem to see what happens with them.
Oh, my hair.
We sit on your shit.
Pulled my hair with my arms.
What do you think about The Rock joining TKO Board of Directors?
It's a very interesting move, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was talking about earlier.
I think he just did it for his name.
Just to get in there? You don't think he has any power?
No, I'm saying like he has power, but I think it was kind of like, hey, join the board of directors and we'll give you your name back.
Just for that? He could have just bought his name.
They announced it the same day. Like, hey, he's joined the board of directors. Oh, by the way, he also has full control of his name back.
I think if you're going to be part of WWE,
having him on there, like how involved do you think he's actually going to be in decision making? You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like, don't you have to have like X amount of shares to be on the board of something?
You don't have to have certain. I think you just got to be elected by the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good thing. He's definitely shown and proven himself to be a good businessman.
Yeah, that's true. He has been.
So, and everybody loves The Rock, you know what I mean? I guess he doesn't want to run for president anymore.
Why not? He probably got some skeletons. Probably got them skeletons, man. You know, a lot of them skeletons come back to bite you. And he seems like the nicest guy, though, that wouldn't have any. You think Andrade showed up?
By now, if there were some skeletons, they'd be coming out.
Oh, for sure. And he always seems like a nice guy.
And then like the Forbes 300.
All the shoot interviews, people like don't really talk shit about him.
Yeah.
All they say like in his prime, he was cocky and like, well, everyone kind of like you'd want a guy to be like that anyways. Full of himself, he's gonna be the top guy anyways. But like, you don't ever hear about him.
Turned himself up to 11, right?
Yeah. You think about Andrade? Andrade's coming to the Rumble.
I mean, why wouldn't he want to come back to WWE altogether? You know what I mean?
Come back. They all want to come back. Malachi Black's probably dying to come back too.
I mean, his wife is here. Wouldn't you want to be there with your wife and work and travel and do all of that stuff with her?
Yeah.
Shout out to Zelina Vega, yeah. Dale.
They ain't been doing nothing with her either. That's another one that's like. Now she's the
I know. She came back. It was such a big hype. They don't want to do nothing with the Latinos, yo, man. They came back with LWO just to see the hype up Bad Bunny, and they fucking bombed that shit too. They didn't do that good with LWO.
But then the thing is, too, they have that Filipino dude in the Latino World Order. Like, you ain't Hispanic, bro. You're always Filipino.
And Latinos are half Hispanic, man. When you're Filipinos,
come on.
Don't you ever? You never noticed that their last names, their names, their birth have a lot of Española.
My name is Jose something Pablo.
Yeah, you see, they have a whole lot. You know what I mean? All them Spanish ships went over there. You know,
that's true. LW, why they was gonna shit on the Latinos? They've never been able to make
it. Take it over, yo.
Since
you think Bad Bunny's gonna be in the Royal Rumble?
Probably. What else you gotta do?
I think so.
They stopped fucking Kaden or Kendall.
What? That they broke up?
I guess.
Good. That was never a real relationship anyway.
Nah. We think he's just beating them guts.
He ain't getting them guts.
Did you watch the Punk Rhodes promo from last night?
Yeah, that was a fire promo, yo.
Punk shit on him, man.
I'm telling you that
Punk's the man.
Punk is great on the mic. I'll give him all of that, but he can turn the crowd against him. Punk is going to be heel
He could.
He's gonna be heel soon. Well, probably right after WrestleMania, if not before, man.
Man, I think it's gonna be Rhodes, CM Punk at SummerSlam 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Swerve, bro. You have Rollins win, or you have CM Punk win the belt, and then drop it to Cody at SummerSlam.
Swerve, bro.
Swerve, bro. I think that CM Punk do some dirty ass shit to win. But there's no way that Randy Orton ain't beating Roman, and LA Knight ain't beating Roman at Royal Rumble either, right? I mean, we can all agree that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, definitely. No, Roman's going to WrestleMania with the title in hand. No joke. There's no doubt in anybody's mind.
Roman's going to Survivor Series with the title in his hand.
All the way to Survivor Series. Is that when
he becomes number 2?
That's when he'll break. No, he'll be number 3. That's when he'll break Hogan because there's still. We went through this last week. There's still Bruno Sammartino and Bob Backlund.
Yeah, but I thought I saw like Hulk and Bob Backlund are like neck and neck.
I haven't heard that.
Let's see.
Bob Backlund. I was watching him in the what is it? That one show, WWE, where they go looking for relics and whatnot.
Yeah, what they find on his towel.
No, they went to him to find the Sheik's clubs.
Yeah, he's not beating. Yeah, but see what they do is they do it by total length of reigns.
I don't think so.
Yeah, his reigned over WWE Championship for a total of 2,138 days. Oh no, you're right. Yeah. So his first reign was for over. All right, so Roman's only going to finish number 3 then.
Yeah, because there's no way if they keep him to beat
Backlund. Backlund's going to be another fucking another 2 years. That ain't happening.
And Bruno Sammartino's record is to 2028, March of 28, I think. So that's insane.
I'm good with number 3. Fuck you, Hogan. What could happen is Roman's going to beat Hogan by one day, and then Hogan's going to come out for his final run and put himself over Roman. He's going to be the tribal chief.
Every great champion deserves one last run, baby.
Last run, brother. He got his last run. When he came back,
yeah, he did. He definitely got his last run. Yeah,
like 04,
he got it from Triple H.
Yeah, or was it 08, 04, 08? He definitely got his last run though.
It was after WrestleMania 18, right?
We don't need to see no more dudes over fucking 60 in the ring no more. I'm good on that.
Agreed on that for sure.
See that shit no more.
Even Ric Flair in the fucking AEW ring doing a couple little punches there to protect Sting, and I'm just like,
did you ever watch his last match?
The one that he was wearing his shirt and everything.
Yeah, it was.
I seen parts of it. We get all bloody. That's all people want to see. Is see him cut himself.
Yeah, he like looked lost in the ring. Like Andrade, you can tell was like, "Hey, Rick."
Well, I think he said he got a concussion like under his second back bump.
Oh no, shit! He's fucking 75 years old. Like, what? I don't understand. Why you still? You did everything. Like all you doing is diminishing your legacy, and you go out there and look stupid as fuck in front of everybody like that.
Nobody cares about how bad the match is. All they want to say is that I saw Ric Flair.
Hey, I saw Ric Flair when he got retired at WrestleMania in Orlando.
There you go.
I don't need to see him. I don't need to see him at 80 years old with his t-shirt on and his fucking barely got any hair left.
Come on. Why
do you want to finish off?
It is terrible.
I can't even.
He wants to die in the ring, man.
I guess so. He just haven't faced Rey Mysterio.
Why?
Rey Mysterio killed him. He didn't kill him, but he hit some guy with a 619 and he died right after in the ring in Mexico like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. That guy that had the broken neck. That's terrible. That was such a sad story, man.
Sorry, horrible.
When the guy had like a bad neck already, you know what I mean? That one.
Him in the face.
He did the 619 and that was it. Have you seen the video of that?
Yeah, and here in Mexico, and like no one called the ambulance, and I'm like, he's all right, wake up.
Oh man, he just kept on 619ing him. Boom, man. This guy's not responding. Why is he not selling this?
That's what Ric Flair's trying to do, man. He's trying to go out with a bang, I guess.
I do, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you get to Valhalla, man.
That It's true, I guess.
You have to not scream when you're dying in pain from battle. That's how you get to Valhalla.
Man. You know, I'm loving now is Logan Paul. Dude, the guy's a natural.
Yeah, I mean, it's a choreograph. He's a great athlete, and it's choreographed. You know what I mean?
On the mic, he's awesome. What I want to see is give him like 6 months. Now that Triple H is gonna give him steroids, he's gonna be fucking jacked. You know he's gonna get on the roids. You know he's gonna get on the roids.
I need to get on them roids. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't happening. Kyra said, "You want a divorce?" I was like, "All right."
He was on SmackDown like last week or something, and he was doing commentary.
Listen, you know how I feel about Logan Paul. Él es un tremendo cabrón. Pero para la gente que no sabe, let me tell you how I feel about Logan Paul. He's a piece of shit. Plain and simple, okay? He's over there abusing our land and our tax system. And I wouldn't even be so mad about it if he would give back to the community and help rebuild certain areas. But he just is over there because he's a greedy piece of shit.
He's
so
not doing
fuck
nothing.
him. And I hope that he ends up like fucking Draws in the ring one day. Cabrón que.
You know he's not doing
Rest in peace, Draws, yo. Puke, you my boy. I love you, dude. You had what it was in the 90s. You had it, and you got hurt, okay? But fuck you, Logan Paul. Vete pa'l mismo carajo. Que duele a bicho.
How do you know he's not doing nothing for the community over there?
I know.
Let's see. That's horrible. I hope he ends up like Draws. But he's a natural heel, man.
Don't get me wrong, I got respect for the kid for getting in the ring and stuff like that. You ain't seeing my ass getting in the ring, especially if I was already a millionaire for doing some shit. Maybe not. But not like the way he's definitely taking it. Every time he goes in the ring, he brings it and he lets the people know that he's a fucking phenomenal athlete. You know what I mean? He's not just going in there to have some bull. He's had more matches than Gable Stevenson, an Olympic gold medalist. And where the hell is he? You know what I mean?
I just saw clips of him on some dark matches. He looked terrible.
They're trying to recreate Kurt Angle, and that's never gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Kurt was 1 in a million, man.
Yeah, one in infinity. You know what I mean? Because no one's ever been like him. They're trying to do it now. Yeah. And he's brown. You know what I mean? They're trying to run both colors.
No, I mean, Brock Lesnar.
Get everything here.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, but I don't think Brock Lesnar was as much of a character because Kurt could talk his ass off, and Brock can't talk for shit. But they're both beasts in the ring.
Brock in the right situation,
yeah,
it does
Kurt was
good
more.
stuff.
Kurt was more all around, man. Like I could carry a fucking storyline like by himself. He didn't need a mouth.
All up and down, 360. He had everything covered. Yeah. Kurt Angle.
Carried anybody in the ring too, but it was dope.
And then the ring, forget about it. To top, you know what I mean? The better few are better than him in the ring.
For sure. No, he was fucking awesome. He's got some dope ass matches. We gotta watch that King of the Ring where he faced Shane McMahon.
Classic, yo. Of course, I remember watching that shit live, yo, and it threw him, boom, fall right on his. I'm in pain now just thinking about it.
I know that shit was crazy.
Kept on throwing Shane through on his head. Dude, that didn't break. What's wrong here? Let's do it again.
Yep. So you think he's gonna Seth's definitely gonna make it to Royal Rumble, right? I mean, sorry, to WrestleMania.
Seth is gonna make it to WrestleMania. He said he was gonna walk into WrestleMania. They're just not gonna wrestle him. You know what I mean? They don't need to.
We need to wrestle Jinder Mahal in a fucking throwaway Raw 4.
I agree on that, 100%.
Whack ass fighting champion.
Yeah, I mean, if a whack ass fighting champion, what the fuck does that mean?
Gunther's the longest reigning Intercontinental champion now, right? And he doesn't fucking do shit every fucking week.
I agree. You know what I mean? Gunther, those middle championships, the way that Logan Paul has the U.S. championship that he shouldn't have, you know what I mean? They should be every week. You know what I mean? It should be open challenge. Yeah. You know what I mean? The way when John Cena had the U.S. championship, it came every week. Open challenge. You know what I mean?
Challenge.
That's the working championship, right?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins should only be working pay-per-views or premium live events, especially since Roman isn't at every single one of them.
I don't even think premium live events either. The fuck you?
Yeah,
what's going to risk getting injured in front of a town in Poughkeepsie and shit? Like, who the fuck gives a fuck about Poughkeepsie?
no, premium live events or pay-per-views.
Okay. Premium live.
You know what I mean? No, not some home show.
You said
he could come out to the home show. I mean, a house show, cut a little promo, work an angle or whatever. But you know what I mean? Maybe put curb stomp someone or whatever. But he doesn't need to be working a whole match in a home show.
That's what I need to start thinking about too, because all their guys are 35, 36, 40 years old. AJ Styles is in the sport. Like, you start cutting these guys back, man. What do you gotta have them running like that for anymore? Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay if you want them to be there. You know what I mean? Sign some autographs, do this, that, and whatever. But you don't have to wrestle them all the time, especially when you have
40-minute matches, a
plethora of young guys. You know, take the NXT guys on the road with you and just throw them on these house live events. Sure. You know what I mean? Sure. You don't need to have the whole crew there.
Yeah. Have you seen Edge in AEW? Any of his stuff?
No, not at all. I follow it on the internet, but I haven't actually watched anything.
I feel bad. I mean? I watched a 6-man tag from Dynamite last week. I think it was Dynamite. I'm like, what are they doing with this guy, man? Like, I get it. He wants to like be out on every show every week, but you just kind of shit on your legacy because he looks like you don't look like Edge no more to me. You look like some old ass dude that used to be Edge. When you have him on like every random match, every card, it kind of takes away from it.
But he's out there doing his thing, just working with people, and that's what he wants to do. He's doing what he wants to do.
No, I'm good with that. Like, I'm good with working with, like you said, once a month, you build a program with a young guy once a month. Like I said, he was in a 6-man throwaway tag. Like, why are you? It takes away from it.
He's making up for lost time, man. As someone that also has been injured and wasted 10 years of their life fucking hiding in the recovery from being injured.
Yeah,
it takes a while, you know what I mean? And when you get out, you just want to make up for all of that time. So
no, but you could be out every week doing shit, cutting promos, being angles, putting people over without.
Nobody wants to be in the ring. He's doing what he wanted.
Someone needs to tell him we don't need you to do that.
But he wants to do it, and if they're going to use him, let him do it. It's a man that's purely doing what he wants, and nobody's going to tell him any different. If he doesn't want to go out there that day, then he ain't going to go out there. And Tony Khan, the little pussy bitch that he is, ain't gonna force the fucking legend that is Edge. You know what I mean? So if Edge wants to go out there every night for a little while, in his head, he's got a set date that he wants to be out of this anyway. You know what I mean? He wants to go and be the father man in Asheville with his kid. Totally get that. But right now, let him out there, just work. He gets in the ring with these young guys. You know what I mean? He gets and at the end, you know that he's there. You know, giving them all the pointers, and this is what you need, kid. And I would listen to everything. I listened to every podcast that Edge had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but I get that. But again, it kind of takes away from him. Seeing him in just some random ass throwaway matches every week that don't even mean anything. Like,
I get that, but
every month you face one young guy and you build it up every month. Build a program with him. You know, like
but it's just about having those matches and giving. You know, I'm just happy that he's out there doing his thing, man, and he seems happy. And at the end of the day, that's all we could ever wish for anyone, that they're happy in their life, right?
That's true.
So
that's crazy that he even came
I'm
back.
happy for the dude.
The body's weird.
Now, is he dragging me to watch AEW? Definitely not. You know what I mean? I ain't watching AEW. Sorry, you know what I mean? Really fucking guilty. I'm going to start trying to get into it, but it's not something like I got to get into this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you think if he didn't come back to WWE first and he went straight to AEW, you think you would have checked out what he was doing?
I don't think so, man, because I just tuned in on fucking CM Punk's first promo in AEW, and then I was like, click, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah. And I know I hate CM Punk, whatever, but I tuned in. You know? Controversy creates cash, and CM Punk creates a lot of cash.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, man. Best in the world. Second City Savior.
He's really good on the mic. I gotta say that. The man is good on the mic.
Because no one was gonna watch WrestleMania if he wasn't there.
You think so? You don't think that? I mean, WrestleMania is gonna sell out no matter what.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with
that. No matter who's at the top of the card, WrestleMania is gonna sell out.
For sure.
So it doesn't matter. Are more people? Are people gonna just sign up for the Peacock now because
Just
CM Punk, they already have Peacock.
Now we're
So
seeing Punk coming in now.
Is CM Punk bringing in any more money outside of merchandise money?
I think he brings
Is
more.
he selling more tickets?
I think he brings casual fans back.
So then he's bringing ratings back, but yet ratings are low because they're going to Raw.
Like I said, I don't think like so when we're talking about with the Netflix thing, I don't think the ratings are stupid to me because no one watches fucking cable anymore. No one watches live TV anymore. You know what I mean? Everyone either records it or they catch it on the replays or on the DVR. No one watches shit live anymore. So the whole premise of ratings is stupid. Because ratings started when TV was new and that's all everyone did on a Friday night. Oh shit, Ed Sullivan's show's coming on. Let's go rush to watch him. You know, like so much DVR. Who
yeah, exactly.
Like it's like so the whole thing. Let's go by ratings. Is dumb to me. Like it shouldn't be. That's old school. It's a dying thing. You know what's crazy is now like a 2-share is awesome for Raw. And when Raw was like big,
awesome for Raw,
like a 2-share, a 2.5. You know, like they say 2.5 million.
Oh yeah, man,
and
totally.
At its height, they're doing like 6s every day. It's crazy.
I feel like they were doing more than that at certain points. You know what I mean? Yeah. They were pulling in Super Bowl numbers at some nights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but you got to imagine too, like the record industry too. Everyone back when we were in high school, everyone went platinum. You know, and everyone bought CDs.
Yeah.
No one buys CDs anymore, so you can't really judge an artist on the record sales because no one fucking buys CDs anymore.
No, but you judge them by how many streams they got on Spotify and stuff. Shout out to Bad Bunny, #1 world streamed artist, Boricua. When Bad Bunny's #1, baby, Puerto Rico's #1.
That's what I'm saying. With Netflix, you're gonna see how much more viewers. I think they're gonna show how many more views.
Way more viewers.
Way more views. Yeah.
So, do you think that AEW can pull off some type of service like that?
Yeah, keep saying like HBO at one point. Warner Brothers HBO.
Right.
But again, they should because again, AEW has what 2 hours of Dynamite, 2 hours of Collision, an hour of Rampage. It's 5 hours right there a week of TV they're putting up. They got Dark. They got Ring of Honor that they run too. So it's like it's stupid not to. Like there's no union. They're never gonna shut down. They're always gonna have fresh product every week, hours and hours of program every week. It's a no-brainer.
Got to get somewhere, man.
I just don't think AEW has viewers.
Future, right?
I just don't think AEW has that many viewers to attract. To see that much people go over to like an HBO.
Or if they did, how much would they even ask for it? So like the Netflix deal, it's what $5 billion over 10 years. So what does that break down to?
500 million.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't think AEW can get that.
Honestly, I feel like that's not even that much. Comparable.
Fuck yeah, that's a lot, bro. Just to air on Raw. No, because you got to imagine too, because you got production costs to go into that too, because they got to pay for all like their production costs coming out of that fucking 500 billion or whatever it is, 500 million.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
And it's gonna be interesting to see what Netflix does with live TV.
And if Netflix again raises their price.
Yeah. And the question is too is commercials.
That's the thing, right? Commercials. And is it going to be commercials that straight up cut the show the way we watch now, or is it going to be dual screen? You know?
Yeah. As soon as they're going to go screen, because most of the shows now are screen overall.
Sometimes, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now they got to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
Like,
do they?
Sometimes when they want to do the whole first hour with no commercials, you know, they got to pay. They got to pay for all those advertising times. Yeah. So
what was the NBC Peacock deal? I wonder how much they got for that.
I thought it was like $4 billion.
1.4 billion. No, see, look, SmackDown 1.4 billion, 5-year deal worth 1.4. Damn, for SmackDown. So they're getting almost 5 times that.
And SmackDown's going to move over to NBC now.
No, it's
instead of Fox.
USA.
What?
I thought it said USA.
Maybe the USA contract's a different one.
Yeah, it is NBC then.
NBC is the new where they're going with. They're going from Fox to NBC now. Yeah. For SmackDown.
That's crazy that they only got 1.4 for SmackDown, but they got fucking $5 billion for Raw.
Raw's way longer.
That is true.
And
Way
it's been
longer.
around, and they were competing with USA Network that has all the other,
Yeah.
you know,
And
what I
Raw's
mean?
3 hours. Raw's 3 hours too. So hopefully that makes up some kind of difference.
Far more advertising time.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see what they do with advertising. They gotta have play commercials, right? I didn't watch Netflix or NFL on Netflix. I don't know what they did with that.
Well, there's an ad. There's a Netflix that gives you ads already, I believe.
Yeah, but what they do is they'll cut in between the movie, like 4 commercial breaks in the movie or whatever.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just what they're going to do. They already build the commercial breaks in.
Yeah, they're probably the same
but
shit.
They're just going to do it like that. The question is, if you're paying for ad-free, are you still going to get ads?
Are we going to get the boring-ass fucking 3 minutes in the middle of matches where they're just fucking with the crowd?
Just quiet.
Yeah, right? You ever notice during the breaks, they don't do shit. They throw them out of the ring and they walk around like paying into the crowd while the commercials are rolling.
Gotta get that air back, man.
And that's one of the things I think Tony Khan was talking shit about at one point was, we'll make sure we wrestle through our commercial breaks for the live audience.
For that one time that they got during the pandemic, like Sasha Banks and a couple other females.
Yeah.
That you know what I talk about. They weren't wrestling during so. But he was talking about like real wrestling through the commercial break, just straight like hard hitting, not just like, oh, we're gonna throw them over the rope.
Yeah, but that's what they do every commercial break. You know when a commercial's happening because they get tossed to the outside and they don't follow them outside. They stay in the ring. Like, oh, here comes a commercial.
I never even noticed that, but you're right.
Every single time, you know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
They need to switch it up a little bit.
Just a little.
Let's see.
So a little sidetrack here, news. We already did hit over an hour here, so we should probably wrap this up in a little bit. But I listened to the Velveteen Dream podcast today.
Did you? With
Chris Van Vliet?
Van Vliet. That was
very interesting, you know what I mean? I feel bad for the kid, really bad, you know? He had a bright future. Huh?
Did he admit to anything?
No, he basically was trying to say like how he was innocent and that if something would have been there, that all the people that looked into it, he would have been arrested, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's just really sad. But
I don't like it's always a gray area with me, man, because I've never been in I've never put myself in a situation like that where you can even get accused by stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? Like, something don't add up. Like, even if he wasn't, like, because what was he supposed to be talking to some kid on Instagram, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
So DM, even put yourself in that position, like, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what really happened, but all I know is I've never been in that position because I've never put myself in a position even talk to a 12-year-old kid or 13-year-old kid, even to make it seem like
older than that.
Was it?
I guess his story was saying like it was someone that the first person that trained him how to wrestle. It was a kid that was training with him.
He was trying to mentor him.
I don't know. It was just really sad. The kid had all the future in his hand.
He was huge.
Huge, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was about to blow up.
And the question is, if he does try to make a comeback, would he be accepted?
Nah, not in WWE.
I don't think he'd be accepted anywhere. It'd be really hard.
You got to start low and work back up. But you can't go from NXT being the Velveteen Dream to go work a fucking indie show in front of 20 people. You know.
Well, interesting that you say that because Alberto Del Rio just came back to AAA Mexico, and he was just recently wrestling in a gym in front of 10 people.
Yeah, he's trying.
So he hit rock bottom, and now they pulled him back into AAA.
Yeah, he's different though. Like his dad has a name, or his uncle has a name. He's big in Mexico. Like, do you see him coming in WWE or AEW?
I don't know if he'll ever come back to the mainstream.
No, definitely not AEW because Saraya is there. Saraya.
Yeah, so no. But I'm just saying that he hit rock bottom, and he's working his way back up. But would he ever come back to WWE, Alberto Del Rio? I don't think so.
No, fuck no. He's too much of a fucking headache.
Yeah, absolutely. Way too much baggage there.
Yeah, way too much baggage. It's one thing, like, talking shit about the company and quitting. It's another thing when you like beat your girl and stuff like that and get arrested for fucking beating up women. You know what I mean? Like I think that's where WWE draws the line. Like they'll do with a lot of shit, but
yeah. They don't want any controversy, you know what I mean? If they would have tried to keep those people controversy.
Think about it. They got rid of Mandy Rhodes because she showed her titties online.
Yeah, I know, right?
And that's not really a controversy to me. I mean,
it's 2024. I mean, free the nipple, right?
Who cares? Let's like say China's not in the Hall of Fame still because of that.
China's in the Hall of Fame.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Look her up, bro.
I don't think she's in there solo. She's in there with the DX.
That's not being in the Hall of Fame. And she got screwed though because WWE's the one that made her, but they're promoting her in Playboy anyways. They got the ball rolling.
Hashtag one night in China.
Oh. Let's see. I don't know if she was. Oh, she was with DX. That don't count though.
Of course it counts. She got a ring, or her cousin got, or her sister got a ring, or something like that. That counts.
Is that what it is? Nah, that don't count.
To get the ring,
she got to do her own. First woman Intercontinental Champion, man. She deserves her own. Who's going in the Hall of Fame this year?
See what happens, right? She gonna go in this year by herself?
Nah, probably not this year.
Nah.
Who do you think is going in? Not The Rock either, right? You gotta wait till Miami for that.
No. I don't know who's going to go in. I have no idea. What big star would go in? No clue.
Demolition?
Maybe Batista. It's pretty close to
Batista's almost
Baltimore.
There. Yeah. Well, they had Philly.
Yeah.
Who's from Philly?
I don't know who's from Philly. Paul Heyman? Paul Heyman. But that's not like a main event star to like the headline.
Nah.
Batista. Baltimore is not that far from Philly.
Batista will be big.
He did. He was supposed to go in a few years ago, but then the pandemic and yada yada yada, and here we are now.
Yeah, here we are now. What else you got?
I think that we've pretty much covered a bunch of bases tonight.
Last time a bunch of bases tonight.
We're over. Well, I mean, there was all types of news to talk about, mi gente, yo.
It popped off the last couple of days. Today and yesterday was the most of it.
It's a good time to be a wrestling fan.
Wrestling's getting better and better every week.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, I call it a wrap then, man. You got any final words to say, Jefe?
Go ahead. What do you want to plug?
I ain't got nothing to plug, nothing really, but
like
you're the
Ginger Spice.
Like and subscribe to Ginger Spice on Instagram. We so the magnificent at that wrestling dude, the brains behind this whole operation.
Red Wrestling Dude podcast, YouTube, like, subscribe. We're gonna come back with more for this for you. Some more stuff up the sleeves. Stay tuned, folks.
Peace.
Hey.